most people.
We gotta let men in, and when we let them in, that opened up a whole can of worms, a whole bunch of other doors.
Most people don't like the
You
person
get to
they
taking
with
on their
anyway.
trauma, they feeling, they depression, they all of that. You get to feeling all of that.
It is
and you be
definitely
stuck there.
Not just the sex, though.
It's different as a woman because we definitely, you guys are entering us. Like y'all energy literally be in us. Y'all spirit be in us.
I left it there.
Yeah, so that's a soul time, hoe ass nigga.
Ain't no toe time. Look. Most of y'all, like, not even most of y'all. It's most people. Most people don't like the person they with. They found that out during COVID when the baby making levels was down low, but domestic violence was up. People had to literally look at each other and say, damn, I really got what you out of convenience. I work with you. You're at my favorite Starbucks. You're at my favorite club. I didn't really want to be with you.
Thanks.
So those people was literally at it every single day going crazy. The baby making society was low as hell around that time. So people only with people based off of convenience.
Yeah, I mean, we all are in a certain sense. Like, convenience is a real thing.
Shit.
Okay, on that note, let's get to the next question.
What I say
Because
wrong?
what the fuck are you even talking about?
I want to disagree.
Richie, what's going on in the field?
I dis-fucking agree. Clear. We back with a real one in the building. This is Let's Round About It. I got my man with me. What's your
David.
David? And hear what you need to deal with.
Yeah, I would like for the panel to speak about co-parenting through the lens of liability. A lot of times you all talk about through the lens of relationship, but there's liability that comes with disciplining someone else's child. There's a liability that comes with dealing with the biological parent of that child. If you all could, just from experience, from what you've seen, because I am a divorced father and I do have custody of my daughters, and I don't bring women around my children.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, I don't bring women around my children, not only to protect my daughters, but to protect the female as well, because my daughters are very protective of their daddy. And I don't want them saying anything that may, jeopardize the reputation of that lady as well. So how do you all handle that?
Ask it one more time, boss.
All right.
Speak through the lens of liability when it comes to co-parenting someone else's child.
Are you okay with? I'm sorry.
Be it discipline, be it dealing with the biological parent of that child that's not in the home, those type of things, because that comes with liability. Again, which is why I agree with Anton that it's something you should avoid. But I know we all want mercy and grace for ourselves and justice for everybody else, but sometimes we have to just live with the consequences of our actions.
Let me answer
It's only a liability when the man does not have control and leadership in his situation.
What the fuck?
Let me tell you why. Absolutely, because I'm actually gonna take a page out of Anton's book. If he always says, no matter what, if you even break up, that's always your chick. Meaning you should always have some level of control over what's going on in your family. If you can't introduce your new girl to your baby mama or to your children without it being animosity, you have no control over your village.
And you need to...
Y'all, but why are you acting like she's not there? Have you met these hoes?
Yeah, I've met a lot of these hoes.
Obviously not.
I've met a lot of these hoes.
I don't even have a
just
baby mama,
like
and I know
y'all
they're
say-
not good.
Just like y'all say women make bad decisions when it comes to who they had kids with, you niggas be picking hood rat ass, bottom of the barrel ass bitches.
That's true.
And then get
That's
mad when a bitch like me come around and gotta actually help y'all out in these situations to teach you how to talk to this bottom barrel ass bitch.
Listen.
Now-
A lot of y'all are jumping into relationships, and y'all doing it, but y'all not fixing yourself before y'all do so.
That's true.
That's
Go.
100%.
Honest to God, like, y'all are getting with people because y'all don't want to be alone.
Absolutely.
And so y'all then start to introduce different people into the relationship and to y'all kids, and it damages the kids. Yeah. And so a lot of times y'all need to sit down for a minute, put that pussy on ice. Like, it don't always
That little pussy be on fire.
You don't gotta put
And I agree with you. I'm not. Why are you trying to equalize it? No. It was a man's question, so I'm speaking to. Listen. We got
Points were made.
No.
Points were made.
Nope. I want her to get on the mic and say that. But here's the key though.
Go over there.
We got 3 women to speak to it from a women's perspective.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do that. I only can speak from a man's perspective. I believe it should be on both sides.
I like her.
They should address that. Here's the thing though. I don't care what she do. I am responsible for me. You have to put yourself in a position to where you start taking accountability. And this is the reason why this is such a difficult situation. Because when I see women that don't take accountability, yet they are the majority of the time on, having the kids with them, they start introducing themselves and their kids into situation after situation after situation. That's a problem. Because then that means that you ain't even doing the work to put yourself in a position for the next person that's supposed to be your husband. Man. So now you start having soul ties, you start slutting, I want to have a moment to myself. What about the kids? I always am by default going to say, because even when he talk about, to answer his question, about liability, right? You can't tell no man not to come over and be a participant in his kid's life.
She.
You're not gonna come to my house.
Listen. You cannot tell a man that he cannot biologically come and participate in his kid's life.
Watch this.
You can't do it. So when you start to introduce more people into the relationship, you start to get into a throuple. It becomes worse because now you have 3, 4 people that got differences of opinion, different ways in which they parent, different religions, different everything, and they all inputting all of their trauma because y'all fighting together. He fighting for his kid. He don't like him being around his kid. He don't want him to come into the kid because you did my girl wrong. And so it becomes traumatizing for the child.
Until all of the adults can take a step back.
I believe no.
But I believe active fathers don't go through that for real.
To his question, in my opinion, I know y'all got a difference of opinion. I think that people need to be by themselves for a long time before they even start to introduce somebody else into their kids' life.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Get out of the dating pool because you're the reason why it has piss in it.
To answer his
you need
question,
to fix yourself.
Because he said about co-parenting and what's the liabilities of it, right? Like obviously you're looking at every situation different, right? If the man is not in the child's life at all, right? You're already coming into a situation where you can pretty much,
take the home.
Let me come in and let me mold. And you already have in your mind, what if? What if he comes back in? How am I going to handle this situation? Right. It's all about analyzing, like, okay, is this situation is this woman worth dealing with everything? And I was like, hell yeah, 100%. You know what I'm saying? And then that's why it worked out the way it worked out. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I cut off especially if the communication is, you know what I'm saying, extra and, you know what I'm saying, violent or whatever the case is, I'm stepping in the way of that. Now I deal with the child's father. We having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm taking that toxic shit out. That might be your big mama, but that's my wife. Yeah, it's a whole different respect level now. Yeah. So you're going to have to deal with me.
That's his kids.
In real life, I feel like that's how you help to control the liability. You help to control the liability by letting that other parent get to know you and understand what the boundaries is going to be. Because let me tell you something. I have the exact same boundaries. I co-parent with my husband, baby mama. Me and her talk, and that happened in court. When the judge said, "Oh, y'all keep on being friction with y'all," she's not gonna bring that energy to me because what happens? You don't wanna look foolish to it. Or you don't wanna let her know you got one up on her. You don't wanna let her know that you controlling my energy a little bit. So me and her don't get into it. We got a whole book together about co-parenting.